Hello farmers, welcome back to the channel. This is a place for agricultural business owners looking for ways to make profit from their agricultural business and also thinking of starting up an agri-business. And today I'm back with another video for the channel. Today I'll be talking about the cost of setting up an hectare of oil palm plantation. An hectare, that's 2.5 acres of oil palm plantation. In my previous video I talked about the cost of setting up an acre of plantain farm. For those that are interested in setting up plantain farm but they don't know what it entails, the cost, what they should do, that video is a very detailed video. So if you're interested in plantain farming, you have to check out that video. Okay, today we'll be talking about how you can set up an hectare of oil palm plantation. Alright, so if you're interested in today's video, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let's dive in. When it comes to farm setup, the most essential thing is land. Your land, you must have gotten your land, you must have known, okay, why you want to venture into that aspect of farming. It's not just all about, oh, because I want to make money. You have to be able to understand the different ways and different models you can make money from that particular crop that you are planning to go into. Same applies with oil palm plantation. All right, so let's say you've gotten your land in a location, or for those that have not gotten their land, I might be wondering, okay, what is the cost of a land? In some of my previous videos, I was talking about land, how you can get land for 400,000, 500,000. In some, I talked about you getting land for 300,000. Currently, land is on the high side. In some location, an acre is going for 800,000 naira right now. In some location, it's going for 700,000 naira. If you go inside location, you can see for 500, 400, 450,000 naira. So it depends on what you are looking for. But even though you are not planning on going into farming full time, land is something I do suggest for people to get down, because at the end of the day, you might decide to change your mind that you want to go into farming. The price at which we are getting land in 2018, 2019 is not the price we are currently getting land in 2022. Last year, I could get an acre of land for 400, 450. This year, I'm finding it even hard to see land of 600, 700,000 because people have gotten the land. Some just want to maybe resell and they want to make profit from it, and that's why land is expensive and land will keep appreciating. So for this setup, I would say you should budget like 600, 700,000 naira for an acre of land. Okay, and we are working with 2 acres or 1 hectare, so you can be budgeting like maybe 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 million naira for land. That's for people that don't have land at all. But let's say you've gotten your land and you might be wondering, okay, what is the cost? What do I need to do? What does it incur to set up an oil palm plantation? The first thing is land preparation. Yes, and we have lots of things under land preparation. We have the clearing, we have the burning of bush, we have the packing, we have the cutting of trees under land preparation. Okay, so for land preparation for an hectare, like I said, things are becoming just too outrageous. For land preparation for an hectare, I'll say you should budget between 100 to 150,000 naira, depending on the location where your farm is, depending on the farm hand that you have. Just budget between 100 and 150,000 naira. Before, to weed an acre of land is just like 15,000, 20,000 naira. Currently, to weed an acre of land that maybe you've cultivated before, you just want to weed, it's not like 30,000 naira. So just budget like 100 to 150,000 naira for land preparation for an acre. And the land preparation I'm talking about is weeding, burning of bushes, cutting of trees is not included, because your operator is going to tell you the amount is going to take to cut down the trees. That's if there's any tree at all. If there's no tree at all, for land preparation, I'll say you should budget between 100 to 150,000 naira for an hectare. Okay, so after your land preparation, the next thing is your seed. Now, this is the main reason I'm filming this video. Most people that intend going into oil palm plantation, they don't really know the kind of seed they want to plant. They don't know the reason why they want to go into oil palm plantation. Unlike plantain farming that, oh, you just get your sucker and plant. Oil palm plantation, you need to know what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve, your end goal will determine the kind of seed you plant. Okay, so let's say I'm looking for more of palm oil. I need more palm oil than palm kernel oil. I'll go for the tenera seed. Yes, but if I need more palm kernel oil than palm oil itself, I'll go for local seed, because local seed produce like the palm nut inside is actually very bigger and it produces more palm kernel oil than palm oil itself. Okay, so you need to know why you want to venture into the aspect of farming. Okay, it's not just, oh, palm oil will sell. I can sell the palm frond, I can sell this and that. You need to understand, okay, if you want more palm oil and you're going for the local seed, you will not make your profits. At the end of the day, for an hectare, instead of it to be getting like maybe 50 gallon, 100 gallon, you'll be getting like 10 gallon, 20 gallon. You'll be wondering, but they said this aspect of farming is profitable. How come this is what I am getting from it? Do you understand? So you need to know what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve will not determine the seed that you plant. But let's say you want to achieve palm oil and you want to get a bit of palm kernel, or you want to sell palm kernel cake. The best seed of all time that I do recommend is the Tenera seed. Yes, so let's talk about Tenera seed. If you have to get Tenera seedling, how much is Tenera seedling being sold? Before, Tenera seedling is being sold between 400 450 naira per seedling. Currently, I think it's between 500 to 550 naira. In some places, you can still get it for 450, but the last time I checked, it was 500 naira. So for 500 naira, you can get a seedling of Tenera seed. Okay, and for an hectare, you'll be needing like 150 seedlings. So 500 times 150 seedling is what you need for an hectare. Now let's talk about the transportation cost. We've prepared the land, we've gotten the seedling. Transportation cost, we have to send down the seed to the farm, to not trek to the farm, Abby. So let's talk about transportation cost. For those that have vehicle, you can just come to the farm location, or anywhere you're purchasing your seed, you pick it up, you take it to your location. For those that don't have vehicle, maybe you want them to send it to you, you have to like put transportation cost from Ibadan to most places close by, let's say Lagos, Abeokuta. The transportation cost is between 25 to 30 to 40,000 naira depending on the location. Okay, so you can budget that amount. For those that are in the east, from Ibadan to the east, is between 50, 60, 70,000 naira depending on the quantity of what you are transporting. Okay, so that's the range. You can also budget that, put that in your budget. All right, so that being said, the next thing we are going to talk about is planting. Yes, for those that don't have maybe farm workers on their farm that can help them to plant, what will it cost me to plant? I'm talking about novice that don't even have anybody to help them set up their farm. What will it cost me to plant? Planting costs between 15 to 20,000 naira depending on your location. That was previously. Right now, I think it will be between 30 35,000 naira right now. So just put your range between 35 to 50,000 naira for planting. That's the range right now. It might be less in your location, it might be more, but that is the range. It shouldn't be more than 50,000 naira for planting on an hectare. It should not be more than 50,000 naira for planting an hectare of oil palm seedling. All right, the next thing you don't want to omit is fertilizer and fertilizer application. Yes, for plantain, for those that do reach out to me for plantain setup, for the fertilizer aspect, I do put optional because people look at it, but I don't want to apply fertilizer. I'll just tell you it's optional. But if you want your crops to do well, it's important to apply fertilizer or manure. I actually do go for manure because if you want good harvest, you should invest in it, right? So I prefer manure. So it's important. Oil palm needs fertilizer. Nothing you can tell me. Oil palm needs fertilizer. For fertilizer, before we do get a bag of NPK between 10 to 15,000 naira, but currently it's like 20,000 naira. So that range too. Then application should be like 20,000 naira. So let's say fertilizer and application is like 40,000 naira for an hectare of oil palm. Okay, so that's basically it for oil palm. The land preparation, the getting of seed. Oil palm is not as complicated as plantain. It's plantain that we have different things included. Okay, so that's the cost for setting up an hectare of oil palm plantation. Also, you can add like extra money as miscellaneous. Anything can happen, so you can just keep aside like 50,000 naira for miscellaneous or any other expenses that incur that period of time. Okay, so that's just it for oil palm plantation. It's not really hard. It's just you knowing the type of seed you want to plant, knowing what you want to achieve with your oil palm plantation. That will determine the kind of seed that you plant. Also, you don't just plant oil palm in any kind of land. Yes, some people say, oh, oil palm is very rugged. Oil palm is not as rugged as we think. Oil palm, if you don't plant it in a loamy soil, it will die. Yes, it is going to die. Also, before you plant oil palm, unlike plantain, you can decide to plant plantain during the dry season, and we know that during rainy season it's going to pick up. Oil palm, you have to plant oil palm once the rain is starting so that it can be well rooted before the rain goes. Okay, and it will not be able to die. So that is the thing for oil palm. So do not plant your oil palm during maybe the rain is already going October, November, December. You are going to lose money because once the dry season comes, you don't know how hard the dry season is going to come. Just like last year, the dry season of last year even damaged some plantains. Yes, but they are actually reviving now that it's beginning to rain. So know the right time to plant, and the right time to plant is when the rain is just starting. Like in March right now, rain has started. This is the time to plant your oil palm. All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you got value. I hope you learned one or two from it. Let me know in the comment section if you plan going to oil palm plantation, or if you're already into oil palm plantation and you're having issues with your oil palm farm. Let me know and see how we can comment. Alright, if you got value, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'm going to see you in my next video.